could you have mapped out a better Sunday on Mother's Day?
No, I don't think so, although admittedly I need to stop at Growls to get cards for my wife and my mother, who's also here, so don't print that, but I have some work I still need to do. It's much nicer after a win. Or two wins.
Yeah. Talk to me about the starting pitching. I mean, obviously it was a huge key today, both Matt and Brady.
Both of those guys have shown up, and they've shown up as the season has progressed. Matthew delivered the kind of effort that we knew we would get from a senior who knew that, who was pitching essentially to continue his career or not. And that's why he gets the ball in those games. And for a kid like Brady, who is, I think, mature and advanced beyond his years, we've come to expect that kind of performance from him. Knowing that you used Jorgensen for an extended period yesterday, it was critical that those guys went deep into the game and they were able to do it, and that really gave us a boost.
And Landon, I'm guessing you didn't want to use him in game one, but you had to get that out, and then obviously he closed the door today. Talk about Landon.
He's just a guy who wants the baseball, and those guys, when you have ones like that, you just enjoy handing the ball because you know that you're going to get everything they've got. And I did not want to have to go to him in the first game, but knowing that we had to win it, he went in there and he did what a really good relief pitcher does, and he shut it down. And knowing that we could get to the 8th inning, piecing it together with Matthew, Ryan, and Evan, there was nobody else we wanted to hand the ball to, and he obviously rewarded that.
Even you got off to a great start yesterday, didn't end up well, but today again, getting out to that early start, how important is it for Navy to get on the board first?
I mean, I think it just feels good when you go, you put a 0 up in the first and then you can hang a crooked number, but you know the game is long and you know that you're going to get the best effort from your opposition in a setting like this. So while it was good to have the 5 in the first, yesterday that 5 kind of stood up. So we wanted to make sure we didn't stay complacent and we could continue to score runs. So yes, I'll always take runs early, but I think the test of this team is really, we found ways to win every type of game this year that you could win. Whether it was coming from behind, jumping out early, grasping and holding a lead that you feel like the momentum was not on your side. So it's a testament to the maturity and the resolve of this team.
Obviously, I'm guessing I could guess your answer, but Bucknell or Army? I mean, do you want to go on the road to Army, or do you want to play Bucknell at home?
I love playing at Max Bishop Stadium. Of course, I would like a crack at both of them because they were the two teams that won the series against us. So I'm glad to continue to play. I have the mixed emotions of I'd like to take another crack at West Point and see what we can do. But at the same time, the atmosphere, the fan support that we've got here at Max Bishop Stadium, it makes it a really fun place to call home. So I'll just kind of see how tomorrow plays out for those guys, and I'm just glad that we're still playing.
And also timely hitting, that was the other thing, and timely defense, obviously. Talk a little bit about your offense coming up in big situations.
Came up in big spots, particularly Keller. I mean, quite honestly, I was in between, do we bunt Keller there in that inning? And I called that offensive timeout, and I said, we are not bunting your ass, so you need to blast this ball right by the third baseman. And I'm glad he did it. It makes me look a little smarter than I am. But the guys battling with 2 strikes, the type of contact, there's a lot of balls that were hit well that found gloves, but the way those guys kind of dug in and kind of refused to have those harmless, lazy flyouts or strikeouts, that's a testament, again, to the resolve of these guys. And they're tired. They're tired. This is a long weekend, and when you lose that first one, you know you've got to bring it for 18 innings, and that's a statement about who we are fundamentally.